Hi everybody. I know it's been a while since I've done like a movie review on here. Uh, I've actually had basically two, maybe one for sure, but maybe two things to review um, since like June of last year. But I just have had so much stuff going on, and it's just I haven't felt up to doing it, and just lately I've just if you've been watching my other channel, I admitted in the first video that I shot for that one, I've had, just way too much going on, and my husband's been sick, and, things have just been crazy. You know, um, I have 3 movie reviews that I'm going to do right now, and then, I've got a fourth one that I'm going to do, which is the one from my birthday last year. I'm going to do it later, because I'm going to, I've got to get the DVD back from the person I loaned it to. But I am going to do 3 right now, like tonight, of other stuff. But yeah, and to the one girl who said, "Where have you been hiding? And what have you been doing?" Well, it is what it is. I've just been inordinately busy. My life has just been entirely too crazy for me lately, for like the last year, a year and a half, 2 years, to where now I'm just, like, okay, I'm going to actually go in and I'm going to actually, shoot some videos. So, that aside, I just wanted to say that first. Like I said, I've got 3, that I'm going to review. They're not actually quote-unquote movies. They're actual DVDs of TV shows that I got. The first one, well, they're all actually supernatural, if you want to call them that, TV shows. The first one is, got Jonathan Rhys Meyers in it as Dracula. I have to tell you something before I start talking about the actual movie itself, or moving my foot, TV show itself. Jonathan Rhys Meyers is a hottie. I absolutely think he is good looking. I mean, let's face it, that's him right there. I mean, he's got the whole red eyes vampire thing. I've actually seen him in The Tudors, where he plays Henry VIII. I'm like, I plead the fifth. That, he's a hottie, okay? There are some things that if I had my way, there would be problems, and there'd be problems in my marriage, but that way, if I had my way, but I'm not going to, But yeah, this is, the sole season of the TV show Dracula. For some reason, I don't know, like, there's just too many issues, is my understanding, with, this season of Dracula. So, like, it only lasted just this one season, and they canceled it. It was actually a pretty good TV show. I mean, this is the whole honkin' season. It was on NBC, and Universal ran it. It ran like October of 2003 through last year. I'd say like January or February, like I think January or February of 2014, and then they canceled it. They would have had like a whole nother like season, that would have probably have just ended had stuff not gone awry during this season. But yeah, oh my god, I highly recommend this TV show. I mean, granted, what sucks is there's only, like I said, it sucks. I'm sorry, pun intended. What sucks, other than Dracula, is the fact that it's just the one season. But as I always say, it is what it is. And one of my favorite parts of it is, like in the first like episode, he's like, okay, you gotta realize Jonathan Rhys Meyers is British or Welsh or Irish or whatever, but he's, British basically. You can say basically British. And he calls it scheduled, or scheduled, or however they pronounce it. Where he's supposed to be an American coming to England to do, like electric and stuff, like the remote light bulbs. And Renfield, who is this fella right here, he played Samson in the Bible stories. He says scheduled, corrects him. And I am like cracking up laughing. It's like, yeah, it's scheduled, not scheduled, or however they pronounce it. It's like, I want to say to him, sweetie, do you not realize that if you're going to be do the American thing, there are certain words like scheduled that you have to say scheduled. You have to say it right, or we'll be all over you, and so will the British. But anyway, I do highly recommend getting this and watching it. It's worth it. Granted, there's some gory parts, and towards the end, like in one of the episodes, there's an explosion. It's like in the middle of the show, so I'm not going to ruin anything. They blow some stuff up, and I won't say what. You have to watch the show. But it's like there's like a part where they blow everything up, and it's this big old nasty explosion, and it's just all this stuff, and it's a completely different tack on like the way Dracula, for example, I was just in my last video talking about this Dracula that that Orson Welles did for the Mercury Theater on the Air back in 1938. It's not like this at all, where it's he comes to England, kills Lucy Westenra, attacks Mina, blah blah blah. If you've seen the Universal Monster series, as I mentioned in the video where I was talking about this Dracula, it's not this Dracula and this Dracula. These two are, it's the same premise of Dracula, but this Dracula and this Dracula are not the same, the total same thing. It's the character Dracula in both, but this Dracula is, closer to what the book was like, and this is an entirely separate animal, where Van Helsing in this is out to kill Dracula, but in this one, Van Helsing is actually helping Dracula. So, like I said, it's completely different tack from the way it's been done. I do recommend it, the TV show. It's just unfortunate that, like I said, it only lasted one season. Anyway, in closing, one thing, and I did want to say this, is, yeah, I'm back. It's just, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's just, things have just been so goofy in my life lately that I haven't really had an opportunity to sit down and actually shoot videos. So, here you go. Like I mentioned, this is the first of 3 that I'm going to do tonight. But then as soon as I get the one from, the DVD back from the movie that I watched on my birthday, I'm going to actually, do that one. So I'm going to pause here so I can start the other 2 up, okay? So hang on.